Welcome back to Talkin' Shop with ShopSabre. I'm Brandon here with Garrett and Chad this morning because Jesse left us.
Good morning.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad.
A little tired, but not bad.
Yeah?
It's early.
It is early. It's like 4 in the morning here. This is what it's like to be a DJ, except for we're less cool. So, yeah, actually, you know what we should do? Got an idea. We have this new thing where we can call out now. We should call Jesse. Let's wake him up.
Should we call him?
Should we wake him up?
Wake him up.
I guarantee he's sleeping. Let's call him.
Let's see if I can't call him.
Yeah, can you do that? Hit the button. Oh, it's working. Hey, he's awake. Good morning, pal.
Help fight on here, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what you just said because you cut out terribly bad, but I'm sure it was good.
Yeah, I didn't have my headphones on.
Oh.
Go figure.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what happens when it's 4 in the morning and you're probably still sleeping.
It's not the same time here. What are you talking about?
Whatever. Feels the same. Which is 4 o'clock in the morning here.
It just looks like I'm still. It just looks like I'm still sleeping.
Yeah.
Good thing we can't see you.
Yeah. It's a good thing. Well, I can see him.
Good thing I can't.
I can see him on this FaceTime camera, and man, I wish I couldn't. That beard is still as ugly as I thought it was.
You thought you were going to get rid of not seeing that beard. Well, you're still seeing it.
I thought, hey, he's moving to Tennessee. There's one good thing. I don't have to see that
It
ugly
looks
beard.
just as
Dude, how about this new podcast kit?
still looks
This
just
is
as good
sweet.
as ever.
Does not look good as ever. Yeah, this new podcast. So we bought a new podcast thing. And first off, Garrett, you look kind of like you're running a spaceship over there.
Absolutely.
There's buttons and colors and knobs. Chad, do you see what's going on over there?
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous. He's got slider bars. I wonder. Hey, golf clap. You know, what do we feel about Jesse leaving? That's exactly how I feel about it.
It's like you guys planned this out.
We may have. Hey, by the way, how's your wife doing?
I don't know. She's missing.
We found her.
Is that her?
Yeah. I think she's out getting some water and some apples, boys.
So how's Horseville?
It's awesome.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
Horseville, Tennessee.
Yeah, they have a Whataburger.
A what-a-huh?
Come on, that was worth a Whataburger.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hey, Chad, you ever had a Whataburger?
I have not.
Yeah.
I've had a My Burger.
Oh, what a kind of burger?
Yeah, what a kind of burger? No, we have what's called McDonald's here. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
The what?
Icky.
The McDonald's.
Oh.
Yeah, we have those. We have Five Guys. You ever had a Five Guy?
No.
No, that's
No,
surprising.
haven't.
Surprising. All right, well, today we got everybody on the show. Jesse's just a little further away than the rest of us. But, yeah. How was your guys' weekends?
It was good.
Yeah? Did you go golfing?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I knew you did. I knew you would. How many rounds did you play this weekend?
2.
2 rounds?
2 rounds.
How long did they take you?
About 4 hours.
So 3 rounds worth of golf in 2 rounds. Good for you. Jesse, what did you do this weekend? I mean, I guess we're all curious.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. I drove a U-Haul across the country. That's about all I did.
Yeah, I know. I saw all the
Packed and
Snapchats.
drove.
How did that trip go?
Yeah.
Was it pretty smooth?
It went really smooth. Yeah, it did. It went pretty smooth. There were a few little bumps, but nothing crazy like you hoped for.
You mean literally? Because that truck looked like it was bouncing the whole way.
Yeah. Just going to say that.
Dude, like, I am missing 2 fillings for sure. They definitely fell out on the trip. That truck was insanely bouncy. Yeah, it was insane.
Well, I'm
I
going to
only
say.
broke one thing, which... What are you going to say?
Did you take the goat trails the whole way there? Because those were not freeways.
It felt like goat trails. For 1 second there, it felt like we were going through the mountains of Afghanistan. I'm not going to lie. Felt like I was a little lost, but we ended up making it.
So I sent you guys off with a list. Your wife was given a list by me.
Yeah.
Did that list come true?
Not the whole thing. I will tell you there were a few things on there that,
For the
may
record,
have started to take place.
yeah, for the record, everybody, you know, I love Jesse and his wife, Brianna, but when they chose to go to Tennessee, I wanted inconvenience for them. I did not want anything bad for them. So I wished them well on their way, and I gave them a list of things I hoped happen. And I'm not going to give you the whole list, but some of the things on the list was I hoped that when they got to the truck stops, they were low on toilet paper. I also hoped that they got rumble guts while driving. I hoped that their left...
Not going to lie,
Go ahead.
The rumble guts started on Friday when you told me that at work when I was saying goodbye. Yeah, I didn't quite make it to the car, and I was like, I got a bellyache. Damn you, Brandon.
See? And then I hope that their left window would lock up so they couldn't go through drive-thrus. I was hoping that they'd have to, like, awkwardly get out to go get food. And then... what was some other ones I had there? Oh, I hope that his phone charger would work enough to charge his phone so he was never without phone, but that it only charged when his phone was laying face down, so he couldn't use his phone for TikTok or anything convenient while it was charging. So,
Very good one.
No, I didn't have any of those issues, but I did have Helen Keller's twin sister as a navigator. That was kind of neat, right?
That's what happens when you have animals neat. Trying to run the map.
Well, that's what happens when you have animals playing TikTok instead of navigating.
I was sending her those TikToks. That was actually secretly me working in the background.
Okay, we're gonna chalk this note up. Don't forget this one.
Yep. So yeah. Anyways, hey Garrett.
Yeah.
Do you even remember what you did this weekend?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was on dog duty, so I went and picked up the dog.
You did dog duty this weekend?
Yes, I had to get my parents' dog. They were out of town, so I went up north with the dog and had some beverages.
Yeah? Do you remember your weekend?
I do.
Yeah?
How about a beer?
That was me this weekend.
Yeah? Well, that'll happen, I guess. Do you remember any of the weekend after the beers started?
I'll just have 4 to 5 beers to stop the shaking, and then I'll go outside.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I'm glad we got that figured out. But yeah, so I guess you
did you do anything?
Yeah, I did. I went to the racetrack. We got rained out on Saturday. That was inconvenient. But I got to walk around in a unicorn costume, so that was kind of fun. So that was a good time.
Those TikToks.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Snapchats, is that what that was?
Yeah, we had a good time. Brianna had a unicorn head here at her office, and then when she left, she gave it to me. And I decided that I was going to take it to the races with me this weekend. Needless to say, grown men do find quite amusement out of unicorn heads. So it was a good time.
Partly grown men.
That was pretty funny.
Well, yeah, I mean, partly grown men. That's true. Full grown baby men. But yeah, so that was my weekend. Didn't do a whole lot other than that. It was consisted of me checking on Jesse quite a bit, and
I think you won Friday though, didn't you?
I did. I won Friday. Yeah, we won on Friday. Car was really fast. I was ready for Saturday, and then it rained a lot. Rain is bad. We do not race boats. Although we could have raced boats on Saturday. There was that much rain.
Doesn't do that down here. Doesn't seem to rain down here.
Well, you've been there for
All of a day.
16 hours. So give it some time here, pal. Give it some time.
Yeah.
Good job.
Fair enough.
What is that picture behind you? Is that Chernobyl?
I don't know what that is. It
looks like Chernobyl.
Yeah, it looks like
got a picture of
Hansel and Gretel. Yeah, it looks like Hansel and Gretel's chair in the woods.
I can't tell. You got the world's oldest iPhone, apparently, because we're on 1G. You can't see anything. You'd think with how pixelated this picture was, you'd look better, but God, you look terrible. My God.
You're inappropriate.
So, anyways, let's welcome back to let's get started with today's episode. I know last week we talked a little bit about the lost art of customer service, but today we're going to talk about the next chapter. I felt that was a good episode to talk about because Jesse's starting his next chapter. Loser. Mm-hmm. What a loser.
Loser. Thank you.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. But, yeah.
It was aggressive.
It was kind of aggressive, yeah. But anyways, so, this topic to me, it's kind of important to discuss because it seems in today's world, everyone's afraid to close one chapter to open the next, right? It's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to take on something new because as humans, I think we get so comfortable in our ways that we don't want to change that comfort level, right?
Change is always scary.
It's hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, not that hard. You freaking left all of us, but yeah. Anyways, but seriously, whether it's relationship, friendship, business, whatever it is, like closing a door and opening another one is not always the easiest decision you can make, right?
Right.
Correct.
No, it's very tough.
Yeah. I guess let's start off with Chad today because Chad is so vocal with us this morning. What do you think about when people talk about the next chapter, Chad? What kind of comes to mind for you?
I think about making like a major change, maybe not something little, but next chapter may need something bigger in life to maybe get you somewhere that you haven't been before.
Yeah, for sure. Garrett, I guess what comes to mind for you?
Ask the question again.
I said, what comes to mind when people talk about the next chapter?
Oh, the next chapter. Yeah. I mean, I think that's, yeah, I mean, it's a big change. Doing something like that is like Jesse just performed it.
Performed it. He is kind of a...
Did he not?
I'm a performer. I'm a clown.
He's a clown.
Am I here to amuse you, Garrett? You think I put funny, man?
I mean, you were. Now you're gone.
Do you have a clown button?
I do not.
Do you have something that would say that he's an idiot?
Yes.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I mean,
That's Jesse.
Yeah, that definitely explained Jesse's response there. Jesse, what really comes to mind for you on the next chapter?
On the next chapter,
Yeah.
big changes, right? Big changes. Next chapter, I think, could also be intimidating, right? I just went through it. It is intimidating. Big changes are intimidating. They're intense, but it's exciting, right? I think next chapter is definitely exciting.
Yeah, I would say on my end, I personally think about opportunity, the chance to do something better than you did before. That's the one thing that I think people forget to look at. We get so nervous, we get so scared by the fact that we're closing a chapter. We forget about the fact that when one closes, another opens, right? So everybody hangs in the past. I think everybody does. It's kind of like what we do in life. Like we hang in the past. Like, man, I wish it was like that. I remember when it was like that. You hear it all the time, right? I mean, those were the days, right? I mean, but nobody remembers the fact that they have an opportunity in front of them today to make the future better. What you're doing today has the opportunity to be like, man, I'm glad I made that decision. You have the opportunity to create remember those days. You have that opportunity today. You're just choosing not to because you're living in the past. And so for me, it's as I said, when one chapter closes, you have the ability to write or open the next one, and you're in control of that. Like in reality, yeah, there's outside forces that determine everything in our life, right? But you still have decisions that you can make that will influence the direction that you're going to head. And for work, we're constantly improving so that when you release something new, right? Let's talk about that. Release a new product. It's scary, right? Because what if nobody likes it? I mean, you have all these scary things that you think about, and all these business owners think about, what if I put all this money into this product and nobody likes it? Yeah, but it's exciting. Because what if everybody likes it? What if it's the best thing you ever do and your business takes off to the next level? You get all the way up to the top of this thing, and everybody in the industry, your competitors, whoever, is looking at you like, why didn't I think of that first?
Don't know until you try.
Yeah, I mean, think about being the wet wipe guy.
The what guy?
Wet wipe guy. Like, seriously, you're the guy that's like,
guy.
yeah, right? I'm going to sell wet paper towels in a bag.
How about the bidet guy?
Oh, the bidet guy. Think about that guy. Like, seriously, though, everybody was, probably thinking, like, you're literally selling wet paper towels, right? The guy who's selling wet wipes. And now it's like, man, this is the greatest invention ever. Like, I have them in my truck just for when I get done racing. Like, I can actually wash up real quick, right?
Fair enough.
Like, you got to think about that stuff. Like, somebody laughed at that guy. I guarantee it. Or gal. or whoever. Somebody laughed at them and was like, "You're going to sell wet paper towels? Good luck." Guess what? Genius.
Now you can't eat barbecue without them.
Now you can't eat barbecue without them. It's literally impossible.
What are you doing over there,
Yeah,
Jesse?
what are you doing?
You got your phone in a washing machine?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I mean,
I was putting my glasses on. Settle down. I was just cleaning them.
that was the noisiest glasses attempt I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, was it loud?
Oh, no, we're just asking you what you're doing because it was quiet.
Oh, well, you can also see me, so I thought that might have played a role.
I
in
can't see you because it keeps cutting in and out. You got like the world's like slowest internet there in Tennessee, in Horseville.
Or the fact that you guys are in a shoe closet in the corner. That might play a role into it. I don't remember getting good service in there to begin with, but just saying.
Nope. It's definitely you.
Definitely you. Yep, I agree with Chad. Definitely.
Oh, okay.
You're wrong.
Okay.
Sorry, but wrong. Wrong.
I'll be better
Wrong
next
button.
time.
Hold on. Wrong. Hold on. Wait, we're still figuring this out. Wrong. There it is. Got it. Nailed it.
Love it.
Someday we're going to be better at this podcasting thing, and we're going to be able to insert the music at the right time because I'll have somebody who runs this board that knows when to insert the buttons.
I think we're already much better than we were yesterday.
I think
this
we're
is
better.
a new chapter.
Yeah. It's a new chapter. We started a new chapter. But yeah, so, as we were talking about, you can chase that excitement in your life, right? Chase the excitement. You do things that bring you joy, but you need to also remember what got you there, right? I mean, you don't want to throw away what got you there. So don't go, crazy and wild and derail yourself. But at the same time, like, don't be afraid to chase that dream. I mean, isn't that kind of what starts businesses? You're chasing a dream?
Absolutely.
You gotta hope so.
I mean, most people don't start a business with the idea of like, you know what? I have stability. I have a job. I really don't have any risk to take here. I just want to throw my money away and add a bunch of stress to my life. Like, nobody does that, right? That's not why they start business. They're like, hey, I'm stressed out in my day job. If I'm going to have stress, I might as well have stress for myself. Or, hey, I'm busting my ass, right? And if I'm going to do that, I might as well do it for myself. Or, hey, I got this idea. How about we become rich? There's always a motivation behind why they start a business, right? Like, whatever that motivation is, that is the excitement. You don't sit there and think about like the scary stuff right away. I mean, or you never do it.
Absolutely.
And you gotta hope
Right.
that when you start a business, it'd be based off a dream or at least some sort of passion.
For sure.
Because you're not starting a business just half-assing it.
Yeah, you're like, hey, I hate
this might work.
I hate this, but I'm going to do a business on
Right.
it. Like, nobody does that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have some passion, like you said. It's like Jesse, they moved down to Horseville, Tennessee, because he was so passionate about horses. So now that he's passionate about horses, they're in Horseville.
Yeah, I have to be. I'm married to one, homie. Like, I can't just be like, I don't like horses anymore, right? It doesn't work that way. I have 3 little ones, too. I got ponies that go with that horse.
Can you keep her quiet back there, please?
I'm trying. Bree, shut up.
My God. Would you say those are little donkeys?
I would ask.
You know what another word for donkey is?
Ass.
Yeah.
Hey, you jack.
But yeah, so, let's talk about what it looks like in business as far as, the next chapter. For many people, closing a chapter in business means moving their company, right? It's hard to invest in space because for many, it started in their home garage. There's a lot of businesses that start in their homes, their home garages, whatever it is, their basements. And one of the things about being in your home is it's cheap, it's comfortable, it's safe. The next chapter is scary because it involves overhead, right? It involves a commute. You got to actually get up and drive somewhere. It involves, commitment. In reality, if you move your business into a building now, you have commitment, right? You have a lease, you have a mortgage, whatever it is, right? When you have overhead, you have commitment to yourself that you're going to do this, that it's now serious, right? You're serious about doing this. When it's in your house, you don't really have that commitment because if it doesn't work, right? You don't care. The second thing is, you could be hiring people, right? Is that
Right.
something people do? For many people, they do it all themselves again because it's cheap. In their mind, Thank you, Garrett. In their minds, is it really cheap though? Like when you say it's cheap, is it really cheap? You spend everything you have to achieve your goals. So hiring someone just takes some of that self-use away, right? Because otherwise you're the one doing it. You're giving the power, and re-engaging elsewhere in your business. And, hiring someone can be scary. There's no doubt about it. Every one of you guys I hired at one point, and there is just as much fear probably on your end as there was my end, right? I'm passing.
Oh, for sure.
Passing power over to somebody who I don't know. You guys are doing the same thing, right? You're leaving comfort to try something you've never done before. So it's scary, but the nice thing about that is it means that you have someone who is going to be there to help you out, but also now that's someone who depends on you, right? I mean, I know every one of you have a family, and your family depends on us doing our jobs here, right?
Right.
Oh, for sure.
You guys are all so vocal this morning. It's great.
You're doing a lot of good talking. I'm not gonna lie. We're listening better than you're talking.
yeah. Okay. That's what it sounds like right now. So there's a bunch of crickets in this room. But it means someone else is going to change their lives to help you, and you have to remember that. Like when you're hiring somebody, that you're not just hiring for your own gain, but you're their gain as well. It's exciting for you both. You're both opening up that next chapter. What's something else you could do? Besides, moving your business or, overhead change or, hiring people, but what's something else you could do in your business?
Buy new equipment.
You could buy equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I love that you both went to the same spot, but, buying equipment is exactly, another opportunity, and I'm glad you both thought of it because really you're both sales guys, right? You guys should have thought about that, right?
A new CNC machine.
Yeah.
You guys sales guys.
Good job, Chad.
Hey, thanks, Jesse.
You nailed it.
Why I suck as a salesman.
But yeah, again, you can dig a hole with a shovel, right? It's cheaper to do it with a shovel than it is a tractor. Might seem less stressful right away, right? But it's probably less profitable. Correct?
And efficient.
It'll take you a lot longer to dig that hole, right? It's less professional to some businesses, right? If a guy shows up to build a pool, right? You're a pool business and you're like, hey, I want you to build a pool. And he shows up with a shovel. How excited are you about your pool now?
Wrong tools for the job.
Yeah. We'll swim next summer.
Yeah, you're going to be like,
How long is it
okay.
going to take you to dig this hole?
Yeah. Hey, good news, kids. We're going to be swimming by 2029.
Going backwards.
If I get
always
the
went
hole
backwards
started today.
Yeah, but it's seriously, having a skid steer or a tractor is probably what you need to do that, right? So
Having the right equipment.
yeah, I mean, when you add the equipment, it helps your business. Let's look at CNC, for example, right? It's a tool you're investing in. You can cut cabinets by hand, right? We've seen many people do it. It's actually a common call we receive, is it not, Chad?
Yep. Oh, yeah. More common than you think.
Yeah, exactly. And then it surprises me, though, in today's world. Like, we're in, what year are we in? 2021? 22?
2.
What year are we in? 3?
Something like that.
5? Yeah, whatever year we're in. How are you still cutting cabinets by hand? Why are you still cutting cabinets by hand? Okay, I know how you're doing it, but why?
I released a
That's
video.
the way I've always done it.
I released a video yesterday that shows our router cutting a base cabinet sheet in 5 minutes.
Yeah, like
5 minutes.
you can't even get your saw set up in 5 minutes and we're done. Like deuces, off to the next project. Good luck. Don't cut your finger off. But it's seriously something you need to think about because, can you cut it by hand? Absolutely. Should you cut it by hand? No. Right? In today's world, is it practical? It's not. It's going to give you the best return on your investment to invest in a piece of equipment, right?
Absolutely.
Like your time, your health. Think about that. Your health alone, like not having to, I'm a full-grown baby man. The sheet's as big as I am. You think I want to carry that sheet around and try to manhandle it? I want to do it one time. Throw it on the table, let the table do it.
The sheet's quite a bit bigger than you, actually.
It actually is bigger than me.
Quite a bit bigger. Yeah, quite a bit bigger than you.
Yeah, you're right. Totally bigger than me.
I've seen sheets of paper bigger than you.
You would need to invest in a lift.
I would need to invest in a Chad.
Need a lift.
You didn't need to invest in some platform shoes.
Not
That
wrong.
kind of sounded like That kind of sounded like Chad there. I'm not going to lie.
That was Chad.
That was Chad. What are you talking about?
I'm far away. You can't hurt me, no?
You can't hurt me. Yeah. Chad does have the ability to buy an airplane ticket. You know that, right?
There's a lot of.
He doesn't have to drive
places to
across
hide down
country
here.
in the world's worst truck across goat trails. He could actually just get on an airplane.
That's all right, Chad. Let me know. I'll pick you up at the airport.
That would be the most awkward sight ever. He comes out there to whoop your butt, and then you pick him up at the airport. Hey, how you doing, bud? Oh, I'm doing good. All right, let's go back to your place. I'll beat your ass there.
Grab the ponies.
Yeah,
That's
hey,
what I'm taking to the airport.
do you guys roll in on a horse carriage then? Is that how you guys do that? Or what's the method of transportation down there?
Covered wagon.
Covered wagon?
Okay.
Because you guys left
Yes,
a
sir.
vehicle here. I saw that, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you have one vehicle left here. You have sold the other one. So what did you bring down there? What vehicle do you have?
What vehicle do you think I have?
You kept the Kia 150?
Oh, yeah. There's
like
a lot
it.
of deer down here.
Yeah. I like it. But, yeah. Anyway, so, you get so much more, though, out of, like I said, adding equipment, right? It can be scary, but many times it's the next chapter to your business. It's an overhead expense for many people, right? Because a lot of people aren't paying cash right away. They're financing it, right?
Yep.
But it carries an ROI that you just don't get by doing it by hand, right? An ROI, everybody, return on investment, for anybody who's listening who's like, what is he saying? But, realistically, your return on your investment for adding equipment is significantly better than, really any other way to do that project.
How many more can you get done that year?
Correct. And it's more accurate, correct?
Yep.
Because let's be honest, even if you hire the best cabinet maker in the world, he's going to get tired. He's going to, on Friday, he's going to be thinking about Saturday. On Monday, he's remembering Sunday. So, you lose him for...
Maybe.
Feeling Sunday.
Yeah, or feeling Sunday, correct. And he still might feel that on Tuesday.
Very good point.
He could be Garrett and break his ankle playing a softball.
That does happen, unfortunately.
And now you've lost him.
Well, you didn't lose me.
Well, we kind of did. You weren't here for like 2 months.
2 months.
That's, and it was fine, right?
Yeah, I did your
Felt
job
like
for 2
5
months.
months.
No, I was at home. I had my laptop.
Yeah, playing Fortnite.
I had my laptop, I said.
I said what I said. But yeah, so, when you look at it, there's a lot of reward, obviously, of, opening up that next chapter. Does it mean or guarantee you're going to be successful? No.
No.
Man, the reality is we open a chapter and we hope for the best, right? There's absolutely no guarantees that it's going to work, right? But
Or work right away.
Right.
yeah, but the reality is you could fail if you don't open that chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
I think what it comes down to is comfortability. How comfortable you are and where you're at. And stepping out of that comfort zone is the hardest part with a new chapter, I think.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people in this world that will never step outside their comfort zone. It's just not who they are.
They they're content where they're at.
Yeah, they're content. They're okay with living in that comfort zone. And that's fine. If you're that person, that's fine. But then there's a whole group of people out there that sometimes, there are people who change the world. They change things. And it doesn't have to be like change the world in the sight of you're the guy who came up with baby wipes. But, you really do change the world. And you change the world in some way or another. And I've always tried to be that guy. I want to change the world. I want, when I'm gone, the world to look back and be like, he had a positive impact on my life. And it can be a small impact, right? I mean, here it's you 5 guys, right? Or, in your case, you 6 guys that are in our direct department. I want to have a positive impact on every single person's life and their family. I want you guys to be able to look back and be like, you know what? We had fun. We accomplished a lot, and we couldn't have got to where we were without his help. And I think a lot of people need to think about that in their life. Like, as they're thinking about taking that next step, what can you do to better somebody else's life too? Right? When you're looking at it as a business owner, if you're listening to this and you're like, man, do we really need to add a CNC machine? What's it going to do for your guys? Let me ask you that. What is it going to do for your shop? What's it going to do for your customers? Are you going to improve their lives? If the answer is yes to any of that, then you should think about it. Because you should be thinking about, and I've always kind of joked about the fact that you can have anything you want in life, right? As long as you help enough people get what they want out of life.
I like that.
That's really what it comes down to.
I do. I like that a lot.
So, sometimes it's being weird. Sometimes it's being quirky. It's being the funny guy. Sometimes it's being, out there just to take some of the stresses of the world away from other people. But sometimes it's being the guy that's their rock, right? That is dependable. It's when Jesse and Brianna are hanging out in the airport and Jesse's having a nervous breakdown because 3 of his flights got canceled and he can't find a way back to Minnesota. Brianna saying, it's okay, we're going to figure this out. We're going to planes, trains, and automobiles this, right?
Great.
Right.
But it is. It's really that. It comes down to that. And then, they get back here and they just uproot and they're like, hey, that was fun. Let's do it again. Let's go to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
You make it sound good.
it sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, you make it sound good. You make it sound easy.
Yeah. No, but it's seriously, it's that thing that you guys got to think about, like, who's going to be there to help you? Well, your employees are there to help you. So if you don't give them the tools they need to do their job, they're not going to be there long term to help you. Right?
Right.
Wrong?
For sure.
I mean, think about it. I had to buy this podcast.
No,
and
you're
Garrett
right.
was probably going to lose his mind because he was having to edit this stuff for hours, right, Garrett? I mean,
Now we got a new tool. Makes
now we
the
got a
job
tool.
more efficient.
And it's more enjoyable, right?
More enjoyable,
Something
for sure.
fun for you to play
So
with.
I can
Now we're on hold.
I can do that stuff.
You literally put me on hold.
Are we in an elevator?
No, but we're at a rave.
Hey, I'm a DJ now. My
He's a-
part-time job.
He's a DJ. All right, enough. But why do we open the next chapter? Let's talk about that a little bit. Why is what's part of the reason why we open up the next chapters of our lives or our businesses or our relationships? What is it?
Because when one door closes, the next one opens.
That's not why. That's just a statement.
No, that's 100% why.
Nope, that wasn't it. Let's keep trying.
You close the door. Oh.
I think we do it.
Oh.
It's got to be your door.
Your door.
You close the door, and then the window shuts, and then you open the attic, and you get out of the house, right, Garrett? Something like that.
I wouldn't go out the attic personally. I'd probably go out a window. Because if you're going out the attic, you're on top floor. Yeah, that's
with
not
you,
smart.
we never know.
That's not
Words of
smart.
wisdom
we
by
never know.
Garrett.
It's never smart to go out the top.
Words of wisdom
If there's
by
a
Garrett.
fire, then maybe.
There's a fire, and then there's a horse with his mouth, and then you have to go to the attic to eat the chicken
Only if it's blind.
if it's blind.
Wink's as good as a nod to a blind horse.
With Harriet Tubman on Thanksgiving.
Sure.
But yeah, okay, since you guys aren't figuring this out, I mean, I think the whole reason we open a next chapter is looking for success, right? Is it not? It's looking for gratification. It's looking for that energy that's missing. We're missing something, and so we close that chapter, right? There's the end of something. You don't end something typically that is good, right?
Yep.
You usually end something that is falling apart, not working, leaving you with this empty void, right? So you're trying to fill that void. And it's usually because, okay, we're stagnant, we're not growing. Or we're doing this the hard way and everybody's frustrated. Or, you know what, we have to advance our business. We have to get to that next level. We're looking for that next step in our life.
And that's what I was referring to by the doors. All that stuff you're leaving in the past door. That next door you're opening, that's all the success.
The past door.
past door.
The past door.
It sounds like he said bass door. He's going fishing. But yeah, we open up the chapter, for a wide range of reasons. But, there's you always have to come back to it's for justification, right? There's some justification in our lives. Everybody's justification is different. What is it? We don't know. I can't tell you what your justification is. My justification is going to be different than yours. What are you doing over there?
Cool.
Jesse, you okay?
Yeah, Jesse, it sounds like you're scratching
doing anything.
scratch offs. Are you scratching scratch offs right now while we're trying to do a podcast?
No, that's incredible that you could hear that. It was literally just my hand moving across the surface. You're like, how did you hear that?
It sounded like you were scratching scratch offs. I was like, he's literally working on his retirement plan.
I'm not even. You can see me. I'm not even moving. It's crazy.
Again,
your
I'm
guys'
saying-
new podcast system sucks.
Other weaknesses, we're slow learners, and we're not particularly good listeners.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, that is absolutely true.
Oh man, but yeah, it's something that you need to think about. You can add people, a building, equipment, all because you're trying to solve a problem. A lot of time you have something in your business that you're trying to benefit. What is the problem you're solving? First, understand the problem first. Once you understand the problem or the hurdle or the roadblock or whatever it is, it'll help you determine your next chapter. Right?
Right.
We're too slow. Okay, that's the problem. What do we have to do to be faster? Either add people, add more space because we can't be faster because there's nowhere to do it, or add equipment, right?
Or all three.
Or all three. Yeah, there you go. You're just
Right.
going to home run hit it. Like, we're going to
Yeah,
get a
way to
bigger
go,
building
Chad.
so we can add more equipment. And when we add the equipment, we need people to run it.
There's always a solution to a problem.
There's always a solution to the problem. I don't want problems. I want solutions. That's what we want. So what can you do? Well, start researching the solution to your problem. That's what you can start doing.
Google's awesome.
It's pretty awesome. And
Anything you want to learn,
I've heard that. There's a lot of things out in that Google.
you should try it sometime.
There's a couple things.
Go out to thegoogle.com.
Yeah, try it.
Thegoogle.com.
Give her a go, would you?
www.
The dubs. Triple dubs.
That's the wrong W.
Triple dubs.
ShopSabre.com.
There it is.
That's the website.
That's the one we need. Triple dubs.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
ShopSabre.com.
There it is.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Garrett,
What?
can you write that down? We need that for later.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
That's going to echo in my head all day.
I hope it does. I hope it does.
Oh.
It sounded like we just got done saying clean up in aisle 3 and
ShopSabre.com.
there we go. But yeah, start researching, your problem, understanding what you got to do. Start talking to professionals in your market or your industry. It's okay to ask other people how they've dealt with similar issues that you're dealing with. Start asking your customers for their feedback. What could you do better? What are we doing right? We do it once a year. We send out a survey to a lot of our customers once a year, and we always ask, like, what did we do right? What did we do wrong? We try to understand it. Many times, if you slow down and listen to your customers or to even your employees or just the people around you, a lot of times the answer is already present. You just have to be willing to listen to the answer. Some people just don't like criticism, right? You got to be willing to take criticism. It's just a part of the the world that we're in. And the other side of it is, it's okay to give criticism. It's not okay to be an asshole. Sorry,
Where's the button for that,
So
Garrett?
true.
yeah, don't be that guy. Help people get better.
Don't beat that out.
Yeah,
I think you nailed it. Yeah, you can't be an asshole. You can't. You have to do it in a constructive manner.
yeah. There's a right and a wrong way to tell people what you want from them, and I think you have to think about that. Yeah, you know what? It'd be nice if you guys did this differently, or it'd be nice if your business offered this. It's a good way to let them know that there are people thinking about that. But there's also a wrong way by screaming at them and being upset because they don't offer it, right? How dare you don't have cherry ice cream? Okay, yelling at the 17-year-old at the counter isn't going to get him cherry ice cream. It's just going to make the 17-year-old at the counter hate you.
Or you yell at someone when they didn't even know what they're supposed to do.
No, you can always do that. That's always acceptable. If they don't know, they should have been paying attention. But if you that's a joke. That's a joke.
All right, we muted his mic. What do we want to talk about now?
Oh man, Garrett may or may not have gotten in a little trouble yesterday. Not with me, just for the record, people. It was not with me.
And it wasn't trouble.
It wasn't trouble. He just apparently had a little bit of an issue yesterday. But it's okay.
It was just an altercation.
We worked through it, right? Didn't you? You worked through it.
mean,
I watched you work through it. You were very
see.
professional. You handled yourself very well.
We'll see how things move forward.
Ice cream has never been so
Tense.
tense. Yeah. Let's just say that. He went to get ice cream and it got kind of tense.
It did. And then I just wanted to be like,
Shut up a minute.
But you didn't do it. No, you
kinda.
handled yourself well.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you take time to understand the process, you'll find a solution to the next chapter. It doesn't have to be a major change. I mean, I know we've talked about major changes because opening a chapter for a lot of people is a major change. But sometimes it's just, best improvements, right? You're doing stuff that's just going to make you better in what you're already doing or become more efficient in what you're already doing. You're not completely reinventing the wheel. You don't have to sometimes, right? Sometimes it's just small little changes affect your business majorly, right?
Yep.
I mean, like us, we got Jesse out of the office, and look at how great we are now. We got
So
a new
much
podcast.
Yeah, you guys seem really happy.
Well,
Hey,
that was a magic
you guys
one.
seem like you're really happy. It's doing great. That's awesome. Happy for you guys.
We're not happy. We miss
Yeah,
you. We miss you,
I
buddy.
miss you guys too.
Yeah, so I really, I don't know that there's a lot more to talk about on that subject. I mean, I think in terms of the next chapter, it's just a matter of determining what you're trying to accomplish next. That chapter is unknown. I mean, let's be honest. The book we're all writing is unknown. We're all writing a different book. We're all writing a different story. But our chapters have crossed, right? Like all of our chapters are together right now in some way or fashion. We play a role in everybody's lives that we're in right now. And when you're doing that, you just got to think about like, hey, going to that next chapter. And when you go to the next chapter, it's kind of like the seasons of a sitcom almost, you know, like you watch these shows on TV and you watch characters come in and out of a show, right? Over 10 seasons. And the story typically is very similar throughout. But there's little changes that get them to that next season, the next season, the next season. That's kind of what we're doing here. You know, it's people come in and out, and, you know, obviously Brianna and Jesse, you guys are still in our lives, but in a different way now, right? I mean, the new season has started, let's say, and we're just all learning to adapt with the way it is right now, and it's been challenging, to say the least, right? All of us are trying to relearn how to do it, but it's been fun and exciting. I mean, we have this podcast thing that can make us sound like minions, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
You want to try that?
Yeah, let's try it.
Hey, Jesse, do I sound like a minion?
Oh my gosh. Oh
Hey,
my
Jesse.
god.
Hey, ShopSabre.com.
Yeah.
I want to see everybody out on our website, ShopSabre.com.
Do me a favor, just because you are the same size as the dudes from the Lollipop Guild, can you go ahead and pop that song off?
Which song?
The little midgets from the Willy Wonka thing, right? The Lollipop Guild, right? You look like those guys. You know, you sound like them.
I got
Sing
a better
that
song. I got a better song I can sing for you. I got a
let's
better
hear it.
song I can sing for you. I'll sing it in the minion voice.
This is a song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends.
How was that? Did I do good?
We need cameras in the podcast room. It's so much better on this side watching you do that. Like, people need to see that.
Did I sound like
You just gave that. You gave that your all.
I did?
Yeah.
I really did give it my all on that one. I'm glad you caught that. So
You looked and sounded like Lamb Chop, legit.
that's legit what I was going for. Was lamb chop. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. You had the lamb neck just going, like you were rocking. That was awesome.
Thank
Good job.
Thank you. Well,
Yeah.
I think on that note, we're gonna end the episode on that. I think that was whoa. I don't know what I just did, but I sound like I was a robot there. That was weird. Yeah, but like I said, it's been a lot of fun today.
ShopSabre.com.
ShopSabre.com, obviously. But Jesse, we miss you, buddy.
Miss you too, guys.
Miss you,
I
Jay.
miss you too.
Well, with that, I'm Brandon.
I'm Chad.
I'm Jesse.
Thanks for talking shop with ShopSabre.